What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll be discussing Bitcoin and the market matrix. So this means analyzing Bitcoin's ties to the Nasdaq, the US dollar and the commodities markets, highlighting how Bitcoin interacts with traditional markets and commodities. So this is what I'll be looking into today. If you like the kind of content that we bring on this channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, head on over to our main site, 𝗕𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So today we are looking at the evolution of money and how it actually reflects this continuous adaptation of human societies and technological advancements. So from early barter systems to the development of physical media like gold, metal coins, and paper cash, which tended to be a little bit later on, looking at how all these innovations actually met whatever needs we needed at that particular time in our history. And this advent of plastic cards, which actually further facilitated quicker payments and transactions, and also just gave rise to electronic cash and ushered in this new era of seamless financial operations. And in this continuum, we're looking at how Bitcoin now is emerging as this decentralized currency based on blockchain technology and presenting a significant challenge to traditional financial systems. So when we look at the historical rise of Bitcoin and its position in the market, it was introduced as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008, allowing for direct online payments without intermediaries such as banks or government agencies. And this decentralized nature is what has propelled Bitcoin to the forefront of the cryptocurrency world and has seen this exponential growth. As of mid-2024, there are over 50,000 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin still leading the charge in terms of popularity and market influence. And its unique position as a decentralized asset has actually led to a significant speculation about the valuation of it, almost likened to historical speculative assets like the tulip mania, the South Sea bubble. But despite all of these challenges, Bitcoin and its potential for facilitating transactions and serving as a store value of wealth is immeasurable. When we look at the integration of Bitcoin with traditional financial markets, although it operates independently from traditional systems, its influence on the market is inevitable. The introduction of Bitcoin futures contracts by the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, and the Chicago Board Options Exchange back in 2017, and that approval of the Bitcoin spot ETF in the US this year have marked Bitcoin's transition from the financial fringes to the mainstream, positioning it alongside commodities like crude oil and gold. And understanding the relationship between Bitcoin and traditional financial indicators, it's very crucial. The Nasdaq itself, a leading global stock exchange, represents technology-oriented companies, a market sentiment towards innovation. The US dollar index, DXY, which tracks the value of the US dollar against a basket of other major currencies, offers insights into global market trends. Meanwhile, commodities like gold and oil are essential indicators and economic patterns, and market sentiment is also one of those things that we need to look at when we actually examine the connections. Several studies have investigated Bitcoin's relationship with traditional financial assets. The Nasdaq, representing tech-heavy stocks, has shown a positive correlation with Bitcoin, reflecting shared investor sentiment towards this technological innovation. And for example, during the times of high uncertainty, such as the pandemic, the S&P 500's performance significantly influenced Bitcoin's returns as well. Bitcoin's relationship with the US dollar index, the DXY, is particularly intriguing because the DXY typically has a negative correlation with Bitcoin. And as the dollar strengthens, Bitcoin's value tends to decrease. The inverse relationship aligns with the broader understanding that Bitcoin serves as an alternative asset, of course, gaining traction whenever currencies face devaluation or inflationary pressures. So in the realm of commodities itself, Bitcoin's correlation with gold and oil has also been extensively studied. Gold, traditionally seen as a safe haven asset, shows a complex relationship with Bitcoin. Some studies suggest that, Bitcoin can act as a hedge similar to gold, particularly in times of global uncertainty. However, recent findings also indicate that while gold remains a reliable hedge, Bitcoin's role as a safe haven asset is still evolving. Oil prices also impact Bitcoin's market dynamics. If we look at studies that indicate the fluctuations in oil prices that influence the price of Bitcoin, particularly during times of geopolitical crises, the co-movement between Bitcoin and oil prices actually suggests Bitcoin can sometimes offset the risks associated with volatile oil markets, highlighting its potential role in investment strategies and also investigations that employ robust economic metric models, including the fully modified ordinary least squares or the dynamic ordinary least squares, that's the DOLs, and others like the canonical coin integration regressions, the CCRs, explored the long-running relationships between Bitcoin and Nasdaq, the dollar index, and commodities such as gold and oil. And data that spans over 6 years provides this comprehensive view about these interactions. And the findings actually reveal sort of a consistent positive relationship between Bitcoin and Nasdaq, as well as Bitcoin and oil prices across econometric models. Conversely, the US dollar index negatively, obviously associating itself with Bitcoin, aligning with those theoretical expectations. And interestingly, gold as well does not exhibit a significant impact on Bitcoin in the long run, suggesting that while both assets are stores of value, and the market dynamics are actually completely different. Granger's causality test also further confirm these relationships, indicating that movements in Nasdaq oil prices and the US dollar can actually predict changes in the price of Bitcoin. And this causal relationship underscores Bitcoin's integration into the broader financial ecosystem influenced by these traditional market indicators. So the key takeaway here is, several studies provide these valuable insights into the intricate relationship between Bitcoin and traditional financial indicators. Investors, traders, portfolio managers, leveraging all these findings to develop diversification strategies and risk management measures. Additionally, also future research could explore the implications of Bitcoin's acceptance as legal tender and the impact of the 2024 halving, which we've just had, and the potential impact of this spot ETF on the market dynamics. And understanding these connections is vital as Bitcoin continues to evolve, to integrate into the financial system of the world, where it offers new opportunities and challenges as well for stakeholders on every level. So let me know what you guys think. I hope that actually just kind of gave you a real understanding of why a lot of analysts always look at the different markets, and that's the stock markets, the US dollar index, the commodities markets, and all of these different aspects, and try to really kind of give that macro insight to inform some of the positions that they take in the cryptocurrency markets because of these intertwined relationships. So if you'd like to learn more, make sure you go to decentralized.news for the best cryptocurrency exchange reviews, DeFi platforms, NFT marketplaces, everything you'd like to learn about the Bitcoin world. Download the links in the description to my book, DeFi Millionaire, which is at defi-millionaire.com. Also check out the links to my favorite platforms that I like to use, and all the best wallets and all the things that you'd like to learn in terms of just the broader cryptocurrency market space. I've got a book, Blockchain Applied and Tokenized Trillions. All the links are in the description. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.